Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am waking up after sleeping on the surface of, I believe I'm on Hurston. I might be on, maybe I'm on a moon. I think it's Hurston. I'm a little disoriented. We are inside the new Drake Cutter. Now, why am I doing this video? I don't really do a lot of like news and reviews type stuff, but we do like to look at ships and kind of walk through them. And I think this ship is pretty unique. First of all, take notice about how big it feels inside. We got a lot of room in here. There's not a lot of functionality like the other Drake ships. It's kind of like being inside a Huey or, you know, maybe a C-130 Hercules. Like it's smaller than that, obviously, but it's very just utilitarian. There's nothing like really like fancy about it. We have a bathroom back here. Now, this does have working lights throughout the vessel, which is kind of cool. Click the light switch. Sometimes they come on, sometimes they don't, and they're really slow coming on. There we go. Now they flicker on and get brighter. You can see there, that's the effect, which is kind of neat, but it's also kind of annoying. But anyway, we get in here, and we can close the door, and you can actually even lock the door. If you get boarded, you can just get in here and lock the door and keep people out and declare an emergency. Though I don't think the emergency button does anything yet, but yeah. And then you got a little sink. There is a shower head in here, so you can come in here and shower. And there's even a toilet that folds out. You can use the restroom if you want. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't sit on this yet, though. That's one thing that's not in. I apologize. I can't see super well. It's a sunny day, and the sun's blaring into my studio. Yeah. Anyway, it's a neat little bathroom area, and so, you know, that's one thing that makes this ship at $45 pretty unique. It's got a lot of space. And the second thing too is, okay, so this isn't even half the ship. Here in the back, oh, look at this. We have the I'm going to turn my flashlight on for myself, but we have an STV parked back here. It barely, and I mean really barely fits. It is a very, very tight fit. You're going to have to push the STR or the STV all the way over against the wall to get it to fit, and you need to not pull up all the way or you won't be able to get through the door. So you can see here, there's a certain spot where you can park it. You kind of put the wheels on that bar there, but you won't be able to do that. See it when you're in the vehicle. You kind of have to guess and use F4. And really the trick is to park these wheels as close to the back door as you can. Here's our back ramp. Nice little viewing window out there. Look at that. We can see the planet's surface. It's nighttime. And but this is just like the other Drake vehicles. There's a nice ramp here, and then over on the other side here we have the controls for the lights. And I'm gonna get killed. I can't get over there. And that's the problem. So when you have these vehicles in here, yes, they do fit. It's not a good fit, but they fit. The mule also fits in here. You'll have to do the same thing. The mule, you're gonna bring the back wheels right to here. And now the mule, you're gonna park right in the middle. And this thing, when I say it just fits a mule, I mean literally. The side of the mule is about 2 inches from here. The top of the mule is right up almost against the roof, and the angled part of the mule is right here. It's almost as if this compartment was designed to hold a mule, but it needed to be an inch or two longer. I mean, like literally half a foot longer would have helped make the mule fit in here as an easy fit. Right now, it's a really, really hard fit. You got to make sure that that back wheel is right on that metal lip there, and then you can open the front door of the mule and step right out into the ship. So you're gonna, there's got that, you know, we'll show it to you later. My son Ryan's gonna join me toward the end of the video, and we're gonna actually run a couple missions with this, and we're also gonna use the, we're gonna also put the mule in here so you can see it. The other vehicle that can fit in here is the Nox, okay? And now the Nox is a little too long, and it starts to get weird, and then when you try to get on the Nox, you might end up flying through the roof and getting killed. You got to be really careful with the Nox. I wish they would have just literally a 2 foot or 1 foot shorter bike that we could get in here, because it's so close. And last but not least, the PTV also fits in here. The PTV is a good fit. It's an easy, the PTV's a decent amount smaller than our STV, and it'll fit in here even better. But I like the STV because it's definitely better in all-terrain situations. And you can take a friend with you. So if you're going to do bunker missions, and you got some of the $50, $60, $70,000 bunker missions where you got to destroy boxes, or there's going to be a lot of combat, it's good to take a friend with you in case you get shot. They can recover you, or you can recover them, and take care of the baddies. This is the only starter ship that fits this vehicle in here. The next smallest vehicle that will fit the STV, the PTV, the Nox, and the Mule, we're looking at the Nomad is really the next best one that can fit them. But this week, this ship is only $45. So if you're new to the game, this is a great time to buy this ship, because it's got, you know, if your goal is eventually to join the game and play when the verse comes out, this is going to be, I think, by far the best starter ship that we've run into in the game. You're competing with, at this price point, you're competing with the Pisces, which is really small and has no habitat, no bathroom, no bed, no kitchenette. You're dealing with the Aurora, which is even smaller. You're dealing with the 100i, which can't carry anything except for maybe like a package or two. It has no room for any kind of vehicle or anything like that. None of these have room for vehicles except for this ship. You might be able to get a Nox in the back of a Pisces, but I don't know how you would get in and out. Maybe a PTV. I don't know. The Pisces to me is the worst of all of them, except for the new ambulance. That's kind of cool. But as far as these kind of ships go, this is like so functional. If you're going to pick a starter ship, you'd be a fool not to pick this one. Now, that said, this is going to go up to $60 here in a couple weeks, or months, or whenever they offer it again. We don't know for sure if they're going to stop offering this once the week is over, once Invictus Week is over, or if they're going to possibly still have it available for sale, but the Invictus sale will be over. But right now, for $45, you can get this ship. Actually, it might have even been $40. I think it's $40 for the War Bond edition, and the War Bond edition includes lifetime insurance. I mean, for $40, you can't beat that. It's a great deal. Here's the cockpit. You can see it's really neat. Oh, by the way, and I can't really show you this back here because I've got the STV in here, but we'll dump the STV at some point when we go to pick up packages. But these all open up now. So these are actually working modular bays. And you can see that that's a shield generator right there, and you can access it. You can't really do anything in real life yet, but the idea is eventually you'll be able to actually pull these out and swap them by hand. That's pretty cool. Same thing up front. We have some of these modules here. Come on, open the door. There's an empty space here for some sort of upgrade. I'm not sure what that's for. But we also have another down here. I think this is our, what is this? Some kind of computer. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. And we have this neat setup, throne setup here that we get on, and we're going to go ahead and hop into the pilot seat here, and I'm going to navigate over to the sunny side of the planet so we can have a good look at the way this ship looks in the daytime, because right now it's night, and what's the point of seeing the outside if we can't really see the outside? Comments about the ship's handling and stuff. It is a pretty bulky little ship, and it doesn't necessarily have good handling. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Also, I'm pretty sure those are size 1s on the guns. Maybe size 2, but I'm pretty sure they're size 1. Two size 1 guns. And then on top of that, it's got, I gotta put the engines out. On top of that, it's also got one size 1 shield. This thing is not built for combat, so that's the one thing that people might get upset about or not like it as a starter ship, because you're not really going to be doing very many, except for maybe just very low risk targets and low risk targets. Other than that, this is not going to do well in combat. Now, you can upgrade the guns and stuff, but like I would go, this has got repeaters on it already, so maybe just leave them as they are. But it is not great as far as combat goes. But dang, it's cute. It looks like a guppy or a pufferfish, something like that. Look at this. It's Puffy the fish. And I got a cool paint scheme with it. So I went for the white paint scheme that goes with it. And you can see some of the things I like about it. Look at the lighting on it. It's pretty neat. And then watch, when I turn the front lights on, watch what happens. It's got a high beam that comes on. And it flickers on just like the rest of the lights in the ship. Now my only big complaint is the camera's really weird on this one. Look where the ship sits in the camera. In order to get the ship into mid-screen, I have to go underneath it for viewing. It doesn't allow me to view the ship, which makes it really hard for me to get good screenshots too. It just kind of, the camera angle seems to be in the center, which is weird. Yeah, it's hard. I'm going to have a difficult time making a screenshot with this. Ugh. Look at those amazing cannons. Good luck killing anything with those. They will. It will. I mean, honestly, you can go against, like I said, some really poor targets, but the thing does not, it handles okay. It's not great. It's okay. And I think it's like the second worst ship in the game as far as, somebody took it out and tested it for combat, and the results were not excellent. So, anyway, we'll be back. We've reached azimuth. And I'm going to cut the engines back. And landing gear is, as you can see, down. And it's backwards in here. Pulling this up makes the landing gear go down. But it should be the opposite. When I click this up, that should mean the landing gear are going up. And then this should deploy them and then retract them. So I hate that. That makes me crazy, because as an airplane guy, or a guy that loves aviation, that's backwards. Don't do it unless you're going to do it right. But hopefully they'll fix that. I don't know why they did it like that, but oops. Let's go ahead and switch into VTOL mode. Sorry, I have to find it on my keyboard and I can't see it because of my mic. And we're going to slow way down. And our package pickup is right here, so we're going to get it. But once again, keep the speed down, because you will smack right into the ground, I'm telling you. I haven't done it, but I know it can happen. Here we go. See, the risk is as I'm rotating, I've got full throttle, and I've got, that took everything. I had the, we almost didn't make that, and I was only going 100. It wasn't like I was going super fast. So this thing is a brick. You got to really be careful. It'll fake you out. Yeah, I'm one of those guys, by the way. I'm just gonna land right out front so I don't have to walk too far. I'm scared. Okay, I survived. Oh, I parked in front of the wrong building. It looked like it was in this building. Yeah. Wait, where's the exit? And so for the next half an hour, I'm going to be loading packages. I shall return. And the game has glitched, as only this game can glitch. I was walking off the ramp to get the last package, and I blew 400 feet into the air and died. So, frig's sake. Star Citizen. What the frick? Alright, I am heading back to where I got killed. I'm hoping that my body's still there. Well, my ship is still there, so that's good. And I think the packages are still in the back, so that's good. I just grabbed another ship, and we're going to plonk this down here. I don't really care what happens to it, to be honest. I'm going to strip. And I'm going to equip. I don't have any armor on. Loot. There we go. And I'm back. All right, guys, I'm going to load the ship. I'll return. All right, so I've got the first set of packages nicely stacked on the ship. It's real nice and neat. And I'm going to turn the chat off. I'm busy chatting to people about how great the cutter is, as I tend to do. And here we go. We're going to jump on here and get into the pilot seat. And we're going to fly on over. Oh, there's my ship. I'm like, oh, somebody's here. Oh, yeah, me. I mean, the other me. All right, so we're gonna head up on out of here. Boy, am I so funny. And we're gonna go to Pinewood because that is the next stop where we actually drop a package off and pick 2 other packages up. So I will get up into the atmosphere here, and I will contact you once I get to Pinewood. See you in just a few short moments. I forgot. I was pressing tab to look at this. I've got tab on. This is boosting thrusters to slow down. The ship is being thrown into. This thing just drops like a brick. Oh God! Hold on to your butts. Oh, we got packages all over the place here, so we're just gonna land in the middle. Maybe. Actually, no, I'll land to the one that's closer. Shoot. I am literally full throttle here. Okay, there we go. This thing wants to crash. I had to boost the throttle so that we didn't die. This is a tough ship to land. Just be careful. What happened was I turned my throttle response down to slow the ship down, and it actually made it worse. Look at this. Okay, I've got my hands off controls. God. Seriously, that's in VTOL mode. My hands are off the controls. Now it's floating, but if you're moving at all, it just drops like a rock. I think that's here. Look at this. It's dropping. I'm not doing that. The ship is descending on its own just because we're moving forward. That might be a bug. I'm thinking that's just bad programming right there, and they'll probably fix that. But who knows? You know how these ships go. It might be years before they fix it. All right, we got to figure out which of these packages is going to go here. So I'm going to look into my little menu. Got the accepted packages, and I've got, let's see here. We're going to track this one right now because I need to figure out which package. We picked up the packages from Stanhope. Package number 458. 859. That's okay, so this is it. 4585309. Drop off package. Here we go. Okay. And we're ready to drop off. Okay. And it's depositing. Yep. All right, so we'll grab this one. That's good. Once again, though, you can just see what a great ship this makes for this kind of thing. And the Nomad is none different. So just drop it. Good boy. Good boy. All right, so let's get back aboard the cutter. So now which one's going to be called the Cuddy? Because, like, now it's super confusing. You can't really call the Cutlass the Cuddy anymore because the cutter could be the Cuddy. So in some ways, I wish they would have picked a different name, like Cut R, or something different. Not the Cutter, but like the Sprinter, the Jumper, the Cutter. But it does kind of describe it fairly well. So let's get the frick out of here. We are loaded and ready to go to Edmond. Engines on, and off we go. Gear up, engines up, and we are boosting out of here. I love it. Space Sprinter. It really is it's like one of those European like Sprinter vans. But sort of cooler looking, but not really. It does look like a guppy. I'm sorry. We're pulping into VTOL mode. The sun is going down. Got the lights on.
Landing gear down.
Gears down. Turning the cruise control off. And we are going to fly right to the building, as usual. And we'll just land right outside the front. Who needs landing pads anyway? But I got to figure out where the staircase is. Or the staircase looks like it's off. That right there, it's dropping all on its own. Oh boy. Inbound to land. Wow. It's just going down. Any navigating at all, and it just drops like a plump blimp. There it is. I'm gonna grab this one. Oh! Medical supplies, and it is windy here, so we gotta be careful. We may blow away. I think I forgot to turn my engines off. Let's go ahead and deliver this. Dropping off. They got their medical supplies. Processing request. Transaction complete. All right, so I'm going to head over there. I'll see you guys in just a second. What the heck? They took it away from me for no reason. I don't... They just took the thing away. I hate that stuff. Okay, well, for some reason they canceled the delivery. Welcome to DoorDash in space. All right, so we are going to go to Aberdeen and then Ariel. Frickin' jerks. Well, fine. Then your packages are going out into space, my friends. We got 30347, these two, so we're going to track those. Fine. I know. This is how I do things then. You know what? You're going to have me drive around for you, and I go all over the universe picking up packages, hoping to get paid, and this is how I get treated? Oh. I'll show you guys. This is what I get for taking 2 missions at once. Not these. It did not say anywhere that these were time sensitive. So, yeah, you can have your stuff, and I'm just going to dump your crap out the back. This is not good. Oh no! This is what I get for being a jerk! I entered into Alt F4 heaven and have arrived at my home space station intact with all of my armor. The only thing that's missing is my ship. Let's go ahead and grab an investigative mission, and we'll do that real quick. And that'll show you the next step. So if the deliveries would have gone as planned, honestly, it would have made $16,000 bucks. Or 8,000 if I had gotten the one done, which was seemed before I so rudely fell out of the ship. Come on, call the freaking elevator. I think we're gonna 30K. But yeah, if that hadn't happened, things would have gone a little better, and I would be richer now. But instead, I'm still just as broke as I always was. I don't know why the elevator buttons aren't working, but we'll be back. Well, we are here to do a mission now. I've gotten my ship back, and I am out of elevator purgatory, and we are looking for a. Unfortunately, a ship has crashed, and there has been a death. And our job is to investigate, see if we can't verify that this guy was on board, and maybe he survived, maybe he didn't. But our job is to check and see if he is still alive and if he indeed was dead and aboard the ship that crashed. So we're going to head out there to the derelict site and see what's going on. And while we're en route, which is going to be pretty short, the ship also travels fairly quickly. It's a good clip. Now, with all that fuel, you could actually add a really fast quantum engine to this ship and still get good distance per tank. You'd burn more fuel, but you could get there a lot faster if you're going to jump from area to area within the verse. Let's see here. We have our derelict site 700 kilometers away. We'll go to Norgard and see how far away we are from there. Woo-wee! We are coming through the atmosphere. There, we're through. All right, 14,000 kilometers and closing way too fast. All right, shut the engines off. Put the brakes on. Oh, God. Again, you got to really watch. Now, why is there a radar lock? Okay, we're getting attacked. Who we got? We need to see our target screen. I need targeting up on the screen. Target status. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes you run into targets. That looks like a that's an NPC. Well, this ship is so slow. So here's what can happen, and this is where you got to carry. Oh, he's flying a Gladius. So this investigation had bad guys with it. I'm probably not going to be able to get out of this too easily. There we go. Somebody was helping me. I'm not sure who. Thanks for the help. Okay, and continuing on towards our target. That happens sometimes. Thankfully, that other ship was there. There must have been some kind of weird, I don't know, but that helped that there was somebody there, thankfully. I don't know what I was getting hits on him, but I don't know that I would have destroyed him. He had my shields down and was keeping my shields down. And we did that whole combat with our in VTOL mode. And I'm not seeing the ground, so we're going to go ahead and... Okay, I need to get a sit rep on our attitude. Now we know that we are flat. Though our ladder tells us that too, but it is really, really dark out there. I'm pretty sure my light's on. There, now we're starting to see some ground stuff. Slow down. My gosh. This ship is just wild when it's near the ground. That is scary, man. I'll tell you what, I'm used to my Nomad that just... She almost resists, like, flying. Like, she just stops midair. This thing does not have any reverse thrusters, so you gotta be really careful there. I blew right past the site, which I didn't want to do. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm gonna turn the ship around. And so just be aware, there's gonna be a learning curve on landing with this thing. And I'm doing okay. I haven't wrecked it or anything, but it's definitely not an easy ship to land. But I want to land this way so we maybe get a little bit more light. Wow, this thing does not light up well at all. Are they on? Oh, of course. I checked and it was on. What the heck? I'm having some issues tonight with the lights. I was going to say, this thing has a nice bright light. What the heck is going on? All right, there you go. I didn't have the light on, even though even though I thought it was on. So let's get out there. After all that, I'm a little concerned that there's going to be people here, so I'm going out armed. And the other thing, too, is make sure when you have a situation like that... Oh, no. Oh, no. Now I'm never going to get back in. Oh. Oh. Frick's sake. We'll work something out. Okay, well, we'll just leave it. I, of course, forgot to turn my engine. Why did it land like that? It's so weird that it landed like that. Oh, man. Well, you can see here, that's the bugginess of the game. That's not necessarily the fault of the ship. But once again, the Nomad would never do that. And the reason being is because the Nomad is weird. And it has those weird, like, maglev landing gear. You can land pretty much anywhere and not have any issues. That's annoying because now I'm... Oh, it's hot out here. We gotta move fast. There's usually not any bodies inside the ship. They're usually scattered around the wreckage. This guy's been stripped. Somebody took his clothes. Come on. Oh, come on. Search him. There we go. I think we searched this guy already, but... Oh, no, that was him. Scan tech, okay. Complete searching for rain. Cool, all right. Locate the gunner. All right, so we need to find the gunner. But look here, I mean, when I find the gunner here, I'm going to have made $30,000. But we haven't found the gunner yet, so let's go ahead and grab this. Shoot. Dang it. Three minutes left before I croak. Now, if I had... Oh, lovely. Welcome to Citizen. So once again, it is Invictus Week. Those things are bound to happen. I'm going to call this video a close because we've done so much stuff already. We will continue this. Look at the Drake Cutter. I'll make a part 2 because my son Ryan's going to join me late tonight to work on doing a bunker mission with it, along with fitting the vehicles in. And with the bunker mission, we have to take the STV to get to the bunker. So we'll pick one of those up and shove it in the back. And anyway, that was fun. We got to experience a little bit of terrible combat. Thankfully, somebody was there to help us. But yeah, my feelings are pretty strong about this ship. I think that it is, once again, pretty much the best starter ship so far. It doesn't mean there aren't other options that aren't good, but for what it offers for the price, it's a pretty dang good ship. It definitely has oodles of personality. I love the fact that it has a hab, a lot of cargo space for a beginner ship at the price point that it's at. And honestly, just a decent-looking, fun-flying ship. However, it is a little bit steep, like I said earlier, a steep learning curve for the landing. So just be careful. Make sure you slow down long before you're ready to land. And the other thing that makes it unique in its class is that it has the ability to hold a decent amount of different vehicles, even though they're really tight fits. And you're going to have to do some, quirky placement to make sure that they are just right to get them to fit. They will fit. And so to me, that is worth its weight in gold because none of the other starter ships have any room for ships like that. So that's pretty cool. But unfortunately for the ship tonight, our review got cut short because Star Citizen's been crashing and 30K'ing like crazy. So we're going to go ahead and stop for a while. We'll come back later with Ryan. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to use my Star Citizen referral code if you're going to buy this package or you're going to join the game for the first time. I will pin that in the description and also as a pinned comment. And anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks once again. See you next time in the verse. Thumbs up always help. Be sure to subscribe.